everyone, I'm Aria Cortez.
And I'm Daphne Joe, and welcome to It May Not Be Cool But. This is our web show where we're going to be talking about things that we love and that we enjoy, but in our experience weren't necessarily considered cool.
And here we'll be having discussions, playing various games, and just doing some fun and awesome stuff.
Because on our show, it's not necessarily about being cool, it's about being you. So we hope you enjoy.
So this week's topic is teen shows, specifically on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, because it seemed in our experience that when you turn like 14 or 15, suddenly you were too old for teen shows.
And that doesn't really make sense to us because we're teens. What's the problem with teen shows?
And I mean, for whatever reason, they were both not cool or whatever, but Nickelodeon always seemed like a little bit cooler than Disney, and, well, one of the main reasons for that might have been who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
There are a lot of good Nick and Disney shows that we see, and we still think they're cool, whether or not they're on Nick or Disney.
One of the main reasons we wanted to talk about teen shows is because one of our favorites just ended, Girl Meets World.
Not only was it a really good show, as far as teen shows go, it was actually pretty short. A lot of teen shows seem to get about 4 seasons, and Girl Meets World only got 3.
So we're going to make a list of 4 other shows that we thought ended way too early, meaning they didn't reach a 4th season. So the first show
is Jonas LA and Jonas, because it started and then they switched it, so it really only got 2 seasons. And to be fair, that's mostly just because we were huge Jonas Brothers fans, so
Jonas were our lives.
It could be going on right now and we'd still be watching it. Like, we love the Jonas Brothers, so no matter what they did, we would have watched it.
The next show is I Didn't Do It. And, you know, I'm a big fan of Olivia Holt, and the show premiered on my birthday, so I'm a little biased about this show, but it was a really good show. And, I mean, they set it up awesome, they started a band, they had the whole thing with Jasmine and Logan, and it would have been really nice to have another season to see where that went, but then it just ended.
Another show that ended a little shorter than it should have was So Random. And I know part of that was probably because Demi Lovato wasn't on it anymore, but I thought it would have been really cool if they would have kept it because it only had 1 season, and it was a variety show type of thing that Disney never really had. So I thought it would have been cool if they would have continued it a little longer.
And our last show is actually a Nickelodeon show, How to Rock. It only got 1 season, and we thought it was a really good show and, you know, had awesome music on it, and it would have been really nice if it had at least 1 more season to, you know, continue it and finish it off a little better.
So one of the best things about Girl Meets World, in my opinion, was that we were able to see the characters from Boy Meets World in present day, and we were able to see them still interacting with each other. So we thought it would be a really cool thing if we were to take older teen shows and sort of reimagine them to how they could still be going on today or what these characters would be doing. So the first show we wanted to talk about was Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows when I was a little bit younger. And so I have 3 ideas of how this show could still be going on. Either, well, first of all, Ned is definitely a teacher.
Yes, yeah, he's definitely a teacher.
Just like Corey, he's a teacher. So one of my ideas is
at the school, at James K. Polk Middle School.
James K. Polk. So my idea is that he either gave the guide to a struggling student of his.
Yeah, he did that.
Gave the guide to his kid, because he may have had a kid.
Yeah, he would save it and give it to his kid, yeah.
Or the weasel found it. Because I have a feeling this weasel had more of a life purpose than just giving Gordy grief. Okay?
That is so true, though.
And then the best thing about this show could still go on in 2017 because then this kid would have to interpret the guide and adapt it to modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, like, there was an episode of Ned's Declassified where they were talking about cell phones. That was the whole topic. And Cookie had a vest of flip phones. So the times have changed since then.
Sidebar, if anyone had a flip phone, comment below.
I had a flip phone.
I had a flip phone. If you know what they are, if you've had one, comment below. Anyway.
So what show would you want to reinterpret?
So another show would be Drake and Josh.
Ooh.
I feel like if it took place now, Megan would definitely have a pranking YouTube channel, and she would be like this big YouTube star pranking Drake and Josh, and they would be the stars of her channel. And
Unwillingly, but...
Unwillingly. So I feel like Drake would use his popularity from her channel as long as it didn't mess up his physical appearance.
As long as he looked good.
He could look as stupid as possible, but as long as he still looked good, he would
save the hair.
basically, he would use his popularity from Megan's channel to jumpstart his music career. But Josh would have a side gaming channel, but he would be more well known for Megan's channel than for his own, and that would deeply frustrate him.
That would irritate him, because if someone would come to the premiere theater and they'd be like, "Oh my god, you're that guy from Megan's channel," he'd be like, "No, that's not me, I'm from the gaming channel," and he'd like shove it down your face and like, "Watch it, watch it."
That would so happen.
That would be him.
And another show, our last show that we think would be super cool, is Wizards of Waverly Place. And Selena Gomez and David Henry already touched on this in their Instagram stories, which I think is super cool.
That was awesome.
When, they cast members still get together and they still talk about their old shows and, up for reunions. Who would watch the Wizards of Waverly Place reunion?
I would watch the
I would
Wizards of
definitely
Waverly
watch
Place
that.
reunion.
But if it took place now, I feel like Alex would be like a social media queen.
Just like Selena Gomez.
Just like Selena Gomez. And she would probably be, queen of Instagram, like Selena Gomez. But I feel like Max would have exposed magic.
Like 7 times already.
Yeah.
It would be a problem. I feel like she'd be doing like a Snapchat or like an Instagram live, and then like he would just like turn Justin into a horse in the background or something because he just wanted to ride a horse or whatever, and then Alex would have to be like, okay, that didn't happen.
Selfie.
And then Justin would be like, you know that face Justin made every time Alex told him something she did wrong? Just that like, that face?
Yeah.
That would be like his life. He'd just have to live in that face because every time someone would be doing something wrong and he'd have to fix it.
And
Just like the show.
He probably wouldn't even have social media, honestly. I feel like he would probably like find out from the news or something. He wouldn't even have it. He'd be like, wait, what, huh?
And he'd be like 3 days late already and you'd be trying to fix something 3 days later. So comment below on any other shows that you'd like to see reimagined or any ideas that you have. Okay. So one thing I've noticed about Disney shows and Nickelodeon shows is that if you change the set, that's it. The show ends. If you change the set,
So
if you change the beginning, that's it. Because Wizards of Waverly Place, they changed the beginning, show
Last
ended.
season.
Austin and Ally, they went to a school, they changed the beginning, that's it. Liv and Maddie, they're in California now.
Destroyed the house.
They destroyed the house. It's ending this season. iCarly, she got a new room. That's it.
He burned the room down.
Yeah. It seems there's a lot of fire as well.
right?
Just saying.
It's so random.
And like even Hannah Montana, set change, done.
There was a set change on Hannah Montana?
Yeah.
Wasn't it just the wig?
No. They did not. They changed the wig.
They changed the wig. I swear, it was like a
They did-
long wig
No,
with like
it
the
was-
bangs,
it was-
and then they made it shorter in the last season. It was wavy. So
They
it was a wig
did.
change. That one was a wig change.
But no, it wasn't. They changed the set. She moved.
I honestly do not
No,
remember
give me a
this.
minute. No.
I don't remember this.
No,
I know it was the
swear.
wig people. I know it was
swear,
the wig.
guys. She changed sets. Look, I'm gonna look this up right now.
Okay.
Season 4. It was only 4 seasons. Sweet Home Hannah Montana.
No.
July
That sounds like I'm
11th, 2010.
That sounds like I'm wrong.
The Stewarts moved into their new ranch home, but Miley and Lily are aghast that Robbie Ray has moved Miley's old bedroom furniture. They had like a ranch home.
Yeah, that's
But it's, I swear, every show. So it's like, if you see it's changing, beware. Just beware. It's
Sure.
gonna end. And
Set change curse.
And I'm sorry for you. Even Girl Meets World, they went to high school. Done. That's it. It's just,
Sure.
you can't escape it. You can't escape it.
We've been talking about a lot of our favorite shows, but I mean, we've been watching Nick and Disney for quite some time, so we have a lot more shows, and we thought we would just list a whole bunch for you. So one show is Zoe 101. That was
Ooh.
one of my favorite shows.
That was like my original drama. Like, I remember when he went to London, and then she went to London, then he came back, and then she
yeah.
was like enrolled there, and then she was like via satellite for a whole
yeah,
season.
that they dated through the
I remember
satellite
that.
for like a month.
I remember that. That was heartbreaking.
Right.
That broke my little heart.
And one of my favorite actresses got her start on that show Victoria Justice, and I saw her in that show, and then she did Spectacular, which, just a side note, one of the best Nick
Spectacular
movies.
is my movie. I swear, I love that movie so much. I was just watching it this summer.
Yeah.
I still watch that thing. That disc is worn out. Like, we will probably talk about this another time. It will come up later, but just as a sidebar right now, Spectacular is amazing.
And then she finally got her own show with Victorious. And that show was really awesome. I mean, it was so random, but it was so funny.
Show.
Because, I mean, you had her, and, she was the singer and everything, but then you had her sister, who was always, like, ranting about stuff, and, she thought she was amazing with her one-woman show. Do you still
Oh my God. Chicago! I remember that
I
randomly.
still do that.
I do that
honestly still
just
do
like,
that.
I'll be walking down the street on Tuesday, and you'll be like, Chicago!
Right.
It gets stuck in my head. I can't lose it.
And then you had Kat, and she just, I don't know what to say about
She used to just like bounce around everywhere.
Right,
Remember
remember
she
the
had the
moon
moon
shoes?
shoes, and she was obsessed with the Sky Store.
Yes,
For no reason.
yes.
And she was addicted to the Sky Store, and they
And
had to cut her off on it.
And then Andre with his grandma.
That grandma, I wish her well. Bless her heart. Like,
Right.
I hope she's doing well in life right now.
Right, and then you had the cool one, Beck, right? And then you had Jade, and she hated everything.
I remember I used to watch The Slap. They had the website,
Right.
and she just had a channel on there of just her listing stuff she hated.
It was like this show, except opposite.
And it
Everything
was
she
just, like,
hated, instead of
everything
everything
she
she
couldn't
loved.
stand. She just like go on a list of 5 minutes. I hate this, I hate that. Ooh, I really hate that. Like, I'm like, girl.
Right, and then you had like that
Robbie.
counselor, right, with the real lotion obsession.
It was so weird. And then he used to lick it because
That
one
one
time
time-
it was flavored.
Right, the one time
That
it was like
really
onion
weird.
flavored. He made everyone lick his hand.
I remember that. That was really weird.
What?
And Robbie when he was Robarazzi.
Oh
that
my
went to
God,
his head.
yes.
Like in
So
it
fast.
took 30 minutes to go to his head.
Right. For him to rise and fall.
You caught that like 30 minutes.
And then those Rex.
So next show.
So another awesome Nickelodeon show was definitely Big Time Rush. Dun, 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 dun. And we were obsessed with that show.
We still are.
We have all their albums. We even have a signed album of Elevate because we got to meet them for that album, which was super cool. And that show was just so funny.
One of my favorite episodes was, remember that episode when they all quit? And then Gustavo
Yes!
was like, he made the video.
And he
being
did all of
for
that.
I swear, I cannot
was
listen to
hilarious.
Superstar without having
Yes,
that montage
yes.
in my head. I still remember that.
And him
I
as
will
James was the best.
Yes.
Because he was all like, because you know that was James.
not. Every time.
Got
And then the helmet.
Cuda.
And then he was all like swollen from the Cuda.
Right.
And
Remember
then
that one?
all the letters fell because he was all crying.
Yeah.
And then the helmet. The helmet for everything for like no reason. No one explained why he had a helmet,
He
but
just did.
it was just Carlos. It was fine.
That show was awesome.
And Logan's bleep blop bloop.
Yes.
And then Kendall's whole thing with Joe, and then
Lucy.
then he wasn't with Lucy. He wasn't with Joe. Then he was with Lucy. Then he was with Joe again. And it was
That
an
was a
emotional roller coaster for me.
It was.
I mean, that was my show. And Disney XD had some pretty awesome shows too.
You had like Pair of Kings.
Oh.
There was one summer that we
just
binged
it.
and we would literally watch it till like midnight because they showed it till midnight, and so that was our summer, and that show was hilarious.
Remember Stabitha's machete?
Yes.
I remember Stabitha's
Yes,
machete.
that was so funny. And
That was
then
my favorite.
and then Lanida.
Yes.
Lanida.
Oh, Lanida.
Oh, Lanida.
Remember that? I will pledge to Lanida. I'll admit, Lanida was my computer screen, my wallpaper, for like a solid month because I was pledging myself to Lanida.
Lanida.
I'll be honest.
So another awesome Disney XD show was definitely Kickin' It. That was one of my favorites. And, you know, it had one of my favorite actresses, Olivia Holt, and like we talked about before, then she had I Didn't Do It, and so we got to see her from there, and I just loved how sassy she was with all the guys. And then, you know, you had all the awesome karate scenes, and you had Milton with his ga, and Rudy was hilarious, I swear. And then you had Jerry, and he was like always random, but he was awesome. And then you had the whole Jack and Ship Kim, and then the ship name was Kick, and that was hilarious because, you know, it was kicking it, and the ship name was Kick. I love how you sang the whole song.
That was the longest. I think that may be one of the longest theme songs.
But it was a great
best theme song. It was awesome. As well as the show. The show was awesome too.
Yeah.
And then the falafel guy, Falafel Phil.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
and his
And
accent. Joan. Yes, Joan. Remember the episode where him and Joan were going into business and it was like the ninja pocket?
Pocket
They
Ninja.
were trying to do pocket ninja. I don't know if that was with Joan, but the ninja pocket. And I was like, I think that was my favorite episode, the ninja pocket.
Pocket Ninja.
Okay, so I don't know how many Canadian fans we have, but if you are Canadian, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. One of my favorite shows on Disney XD was Mr. Young. And it wasn't even a Disney XD show. It was a show that was syndicated from Canada. But
For like one summer.
For like the non-stop summer. That summer. And I mean, that was such a funny show. It was
really
so
was.
random. It was so weird. And I mean, there was the teacher who was from like 1812 era. That was all she taught. And modern technology was carrier pigeons to her. And I don't know what was going on, but it brought some serious joy into my life. That show was hilarious. So make sure if there's any shows that we've missed, because I'm sure there are a lot, because there's been a lot of great shows, make sure to comment below and give us your favorite shows and what you loved about them.
So we hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you related to some, were entertained, and if you were, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure to comment below, like I said, if we missed any shows, or, you know, if there were any shows that ended too early, like Girl Meets World. Leave us a comment, we'd love to see it. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we will be making new shows every Monday.
Every single Monday.
So make sure you subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you are the first to know. Our show also is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and we will have all those links for you right after this.
I am also a rock singer. I've been promoting my new single, Magnifying Glass, that just came out December 30th. So make sure to follow me as well on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, because I talk a lot about my music and you can find out a lot more about me. And if you would support my music, that would be greatly appreciated.
And I'm a country singer, so I would also love your support for my new single, In Real Time, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and those links will all be there as well, and you can learn more about me and my music, and, you know, if you'd support, that'd be greatly appreciated. At the end of every show, we like to have a quote that pertains to the show's topic, so this quote will appropriately be from Girl Meets World. And in the spirit of Girl Meets World, thunder,
Lightning.
forever. See you next Monday.
Bye.